course. So, how long did it take to complete this album? Because a lot of people don't really realize that sometimes you have these songs just
Maybe for a
waiting.
while. Yeah, it took like probably over a year.
A year.
Yeah, like probably like a year.
Okay. So, when you decided to make this album, you have a lot of your personal experiences in this album. Was it hard for you to write these songs because you were living a lot of
In
this
that moment.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I was like, you know what? I feel like this is the way you get the best project and the best album is by, talking about what you're going through. And I feel like in the past I've just been like, oh, this is a dope song, or right here we should talk about sex, or right here we should talk about um, you know, having fun. Right here this should be a turn up, this should have a feature, this should, and it just feels so like programmed. And sometimes when you're with certain teams and stuff, they suggest like, well, you need that, you need this, you need a song that sounds like that because that's the hottest song out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of doing that for Bad Hair Day, I was like, no, I'm just gonna write exactly what I feel, and people either love it or they don't. And it's like, because it was from my heart, and it was like my own diary.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm not gonna worry about that. And then it ended up being like my best project. I feel
It's
like
an
that.
amazing project. And
Thank
I
you.
feel like you have a lot of anthems for women on there.
Yeah.
After is definitely one of them.
Thank you.
Because a lot of the things that you're singing about, the songs that you're singing about, I went through that. You know what I'm saying? Just recently. So it's like a lot of your songs I was able to identify with, and I feel like a lot of women can go to Bad Hair Day. Plot twists, everything. Like they can go to that, and it's real life. It's real life. And so I know, about Cardi B and what happened, and she's filing for divorce. If you could send her a song from your album for her to listen to, what song do you think would be a good song for that?
Act a fool.
Act a fool.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is like, if you're gonna act a fool, I'm gonna act a fool too. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, everything in my lyrics are really, in this album, are really, 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 really true and connected. Because I have a problem with that. Like, if you're doing something, I'm not saying like, oh, cheat, I'm gonna cheat, you cheat, I'm gonna cheat, like every time. But there's so many times where you're like doing stuff to where I'm gonna be like, oh, well, shit, bet this is what I'm about to do, because I'm not about to just sit here. So, act a fool is like really true. True
Right.
to how, yeah.
And so in the video, you showed up to your man's job, fucking shit up. Like, what in real life, what was like the worst thing you've ever done, or like the biggest thing you've ever done for like on some get back? And not necessarily with your ex, just pure, just overall. Like, if you could
I
identify.
mean, I don't know. That was like a crazy thing. Like, I wrote the treatment. It was a dope concept, but I was like, that would be so like, that's why I wanted to do it, because I was like, that would be so pushing the envelope. Because like everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna slash his tires, I'm gonna do some of that. I mean, the craziest thing, I don't even know. Probably like, I mean, obviously, super going off, leaving, egging your car, something like that.
Okay. So what advice would you have for a woman that's in a relationship and she's dealing with infidelity?
Ooh, it's tough to know what to tell people, because everybody's situation is different. And most of the time, if the girl really loves the man, she usually gives him another chance.
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like it's better if they cheat the first time to leave completely than to just come back, because then when you come back, it's like
Never the same.
difficult. I don't know, because I went back. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I had went back, and then that's when I ended up going to the Marriott and all that stuff. So, I don't really know. It's like, it's weird to give. It's hard for me to give. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I wrote my story, right? But people connect. So I get a lot of DMs. What I'm trying to say, I get a lot of DMs from girls like, well, thank you. I left my husband, and see, their circumstances were very different from mine, but they could relate to the lyrics because they were still going through something where they were unhappy, da da da. But I had a lot of girls saying like, oh, my husband was trying to kill me, for example. To me, there's like no turning back from that. That's like worse than cheating, worse than evil. Because at that point, you're like sleeping with one eye open. Is he gonna stab me, shoot me, whatever he is, trying to choke me. So it's like I had quite a few girls like, thank you, because of Marriott I left. I had girls show me on live their hotel that they're in, whether it's not the Marriott, a different hotel. But the point is like, I had a girl tell me her husband was shooting at her. I had a girl tell me her husband was trying to kill her. Then a lot of abusive relationships. That's another thing. So it's like, yes, these are different situations than what I was talking about, but it's still a situation where it's like it's not going good. So yes, and I would leave. That would be my advice.
Wow, that is definitely major that your music has that much of an impact where you're helping.
Yeah, I kind of was like, whoa,
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Like I didn't even know it
Exactly.
was like.
Uh-oh, she's pausing, y'all. Hold on. Oh, man. Can y'all, is she paused for y'all? Somebody's dropping the comments.